What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back for a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Honey, I don't know what season this is, honey. I will have that and the episode number in the description, honey. So let's get off into it. Child, I was drinking my water, minding my own business, and I stumbled upon Color Me Pink's review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I saw the thumbnail she had up. She had Respucia on one side, which is from Norbit, right? And she had Miss Betty on another side. And she was trying to say, Miss Betty, honey, it looks like Respucia, okay? And y'all know, honey, if you've been following me for any length of time, this channel has Respucia written all over it, honey, okay? That takes me back to my Respucia impression, honey, okay? Oh, hell no, I'm a Christian, and you ain't gonna sit up here and blame God for the way you look. That's you pushing that plate away. I'ma go over here and get me a lantern bomb and a wine cooler. How you doing? Y'all remember what she said to Kate, little Thandie Newton? And Thandie Newton, her cute self, she was like, I just feel like we all, look the way God, wants us to. That Respucia was like, oh, hell no, okay? So anyways, honey, let's get off into this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we got Melody. She goes by KIMMI and Maurice's house, and she brings KIMMI flowers. Her and KIMMI have been keeping in touch with each other. I was a bit surprised by that because on the reunion, honey, it just seemed like Melody was not checking for Maurice or KIMMI really, and they wasn't really too much checking for her. I do notice with the body language, I'm going to say Maurice and Melody, they are not where they used to be because they actually used to hug. They didn't really hug at all. So I was like, ooh, child, there is some tension in the atmosphere, baby. Melody says, honey, she feels like KIMMI respects her boundaries, of basically her taking a break after they wrap every season. We know, there's other people on the show that don't like that, okay, that need somebody to call and text their ass every day, which would be Tisha and now STORMI. And STORMI, you got Miss Robinson all the way confused because you was the one saying that Melody was an associate. Now on this episode, you talking about she your friend, but we gonna get off into that. KIMMI tells Melody happy belated birthday, and Melody says, thank you. I turned 37, and KIMMI said, did you go out of town for your birthday? And Melody said, I sure did. Melody mentions that, whether she's dating somebody or not, that's neither here nor there. She's not going to be, sharing any of that. I don't know if it's, just on this episode or on the show, period. I told y'all I'm fine with that because I have seen a lot of Martell. Look, we done seen a lot of him cheating, not dating, okay? He got his little Planet Fitness relationship with Sheree. With Melody, it's really not a big deal to me because, we've seen her go through so much on the show. So I understand, if she wants to keep that private, right? I wish Martell would be private with his stuff too, but this fool is a narcissistic attention seeker, honey, okay? He want all the eyes on him. KIMMI says that Maurice has been in the middle of a funk, and he basically feels like KIMMI been, running around, and, she really needs to take it easy. Child, she done went through all this chemo treatment. You know, she ready to turn up. Kimmy said, honey, she ready to leave the country. Okay, like she ready to do some things. And I understand how Kimmy feel. Maurice was kind of like pissing me off on this episode, being like very controlling. I get, you know, this was a very sensitive issue that your wife went through, you know, with this whole breast cancer journey. But remember, you know, she's human and she wants to have fun, you know? So I'm glad Melody stopped by to cheer old Kimmy up. Okay, I see Maurice is up to his no good ways, honey, okay? Shame on you, Mellow Yellow. Maurice reminds Melody that Kimmy has 2 more fights to go through. Like, why is you talking like that? The lady know what she gotta do? Like, damn, okay, can a nigga get some support? Okay, like, Melody said, honey, Kimmy has always been a busybody and, you know, running several businesses and, you know, doing different things. So, you know, this is just her, you know, relax, Maurice. But Maurice wants Kimmy, you know, to take it easy and, you know, until everything is done with this chemo treatment. I think she still has to have surgery. I love Kimmy's confessional look with the curly long hair and the brown dress. Oh my God, it was so pretty. Earrings pretty and to perfection, honey. Come on through, Kimmy. We see Maurice in the confessional. He keeps reminding us that Kimmy is fighting for her life, while Kimmy, on the other hand, chooses to remain positive and optimistic. I'm with Kimmy, you know, like, child, I don't want to, you know, be reminded I may die, you know, every other day. And, you know, I understand, you know, how he feels, but he has to understand to, you know, relax and try to be positive for his wife and stop reminding her. And I hope he does not do this on every freaking episode where he reminding us that Kimmy had breast cancer and Kimmy had to go through all these treatments. And like, I hope he's not going to be one of them ninjas, honey. Okay. Kimmy says she wants to have a party, you know, because getting through chemo in itself is a really big milestone. Melody agrees. And she wants to put something together for her. So after Kimmy has the surgery, she still has radiation to go through. So I guess those are the next couple of steps she has to take. Kimmy says while she's been on this cancer journey, Melody has been a very good friend. And she says she can appreciate it because it hasn't always been like this. Now they, you know, go back to season 1 when Kimmy and Tisha kept getting on mail, you know, for going out to the galas, and we seen Kimmy saying some old slick bullshiggity honey to Melody, okay, because she had a raggedy sister-in-law, okay, right next to her. Why she didn't plan a damn party since she care about you so damn much, Kimmy, okay, make that make sense. But Carlos probably used all of this as an opportunity to kind of get Melody cool, you know, with somebody on the show to get all these people together and to, you know, that way they can all come together and film. So Kimmy lets Melody know, honey, you gonna have to call these people, and I know you don't like half the people you gonna call, okay, on my behalf. Melody said it's not about me, it's all for you. They even rehearsed her, you know, calling Tisha and Kimmy pretended to be Tisha, and it was this big old pause, because, you know, that's how it is, honey, when you have to dial up a hater, okay? They always pausing and stuff. So next, honey, we got Hook-Headed, okay? And he is getting a facial, and he get to talking about these damn bags under his damn eyes. I'm like, that's all you concerned with? You need to be somewhere working on your damn character, okay? Because you lack morals, values, scruples, ethics, okay? That's what you need to be focused on. And he get to talking about, yeah, you know, I just love when a woman is touching my body. I said, you ain't nothing but a hoe. You a hoe, you know you a hoe. How do you know? 'Cause your behavior has told us so. Okay, like, hook at it. If you don't get out of here with this bullshiggity. So his mother shows up, okay, after she didn't finish her pack of Newports, honey, for a day. 'Cause I know the heifer smoke a pack a day, okay? And after she done drunk all the Coke 45, she comes through, and the lady that then gave Martell his facial tells Miss Marlene, "Oh, you have beautiful skin." Miss Marlene gets to saying, "Yeah, because I'm going to be looking good, when I get to be about 60. And Martell was like, "Mama, you are 60. And she was like, "No, I'm not. Girl, you look every bit of 65. Okay? Don't think that them braids, honey, is making you look youthful. Okay? Now, there was something that happened with this little visit from the mother that just really settled in with me. Now, Sheree ends up calling Martell, and she lets him know that she's in Portugal. We see Martell talking to Sheree and Sonya, so, they're talking to them. She's filming Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I guess we're going to see all of that on that show. So Martell get to telling his mammy that, he's in counseling and, he's trying to work on being a better person. Here go Miss Marlene. What you in counseling for? Bitch, what he shouldn't be in like, girl, child, when I tell you almost spit my damn drink out, he need to be in counseling. Okay, you need to go with him. That's how I know that she, was really not the best mother to him. Okay? So, yeah, she may have provided you guys for his survival, but your son is not perfect. And I'm sick of people saying, yeah, you made mistakes. Cheating on your wife for all those years wasn't a mistake. His dick didn't accidentally land in that girl's coochie and she got pregnant all them times, and then they ended up having this real live baby. Like, ain't none of that a mistake. Okay, he was very conscious of what he was doing. So she's one of those women, like I told y'all, I know what I'm looking at. She pretty much writes off all of her son's bad behavior. Okay? And she don't feel like he needs any help for it. Girl, goodbye. Have several seats. You need to go with him, okay? And get your issues checked out. Another thing I noticed with the whole Martell and Sheree thing is he keeps saying she's this really good friend that he just talks to, and they're taking things slow. And then we see that it said girlfriend when Sheree's name popped up on the screen. Did anybody pay attention to that? Are y'all friends? Or I know that this ain't nothing but a clout chasing Planet Fitness hookup. Okay, I know what I'm looking at. Martell tells his mother he feels like he's fighting and battling somebody that is like his family. Nigga, what? Nigga, who? Nigga, say what? Like, you the one that is suing her for full custody of the kids. You the reason why y'all back and forth to the courts. So, child, miss me with all of that. Okay, talking about male is like family to you. If you seen her as family, you wouldn't go out of your way to make her life a living hell. Okay, and shame on your mother for sitting up there listening to that bullshiggity. Martell gets to saying he misses his family as a whole. Child, you knew what you was doing when you was over there screwing that raisin in the face, ooga booga. Okay, that ooga booga, wooga wooga. You knew what you was doing. When you did that, you ruined your family. Okay, so I'm so sick of hearing you season after season. Oh, I miss my family and just as a whole, and you ruined it. So it's too late. Okay, let it go. Okay, let it go, Elsa. Martell is full of so much bullshiggity because he continues to talk to his mother, talking about how he's a good father, and the counselor he's seeing is dissecting him, and he's really good to women. Another lie. Okay, you use those children as pawns to punish their mother, and you are not good to women because you wouldn't have cheated on your wife for all those years, and this ooga booga that you ruined your marriage for, you didn't even make her your woman, so you did all of it for no reason. Okay, you just used Ariane. Okay, that's the whole thing of it all, you guys. He used that girl. And she look a damn fool going on live with this fool. Girl, you need to take that L and you need to lay low, okay? Martell also mentions that he attended he and Melody's children's Christmas program. Melody was there too. And after the program, I guess they had a conversation. Martell says that it was Melody that said that she would pray, when it came to them being better co-parents and being more cordial. Why you can't pray that prayer, nigga? Why you put that off on Melody? Do y'all notice a pattern of behavior on this show? The men is always putting stuff off on the women. Make it make sense. Child, Miss Marlene need to be smacked in her face. She get to talking about Melody, okay, in this old passive aggressive, subtle, subliminal way. Yeah, folks need to stop being bitter and stop, talking about the kid's dad and acting like he's some type of monster. Bitch, he is, okay? I don't give a damn if he is your son. That man put that woman through a lot. Okay, you don't get over narcissistic abuse in a year, 2 years. Like, a lot of times you are healing for the rest of your life. I'm sure she's able to be cordial with him as it pertains to the children. So next, honey, we got Courtney and STORMI. Now, one thing I picked up on with them is I kind of see them in a whole new light. Last year when we saw Courtney, he seemed to be a gentleman, very cooperative, with his wife, but I was kind of taken aback by, when he got to telling her, he didn't want no more kids and, seeing after everything she done went through, I guess she almost lost her life giving birth to their son. And then I think she had some complications in the pregnancy period. And I get it, right? But he was just very dismissive of her because she kept saying, well, don't you think we need to talk about it? And, I want to have more kids. And he was like, yeah, I'm really not down to talk about it no more. I'm kind of done with the conversation and I don't want my kids competing. And I was like, Courtney, this don't seem like the nigga that we seen last season that was all loving and supportive. And I get, you guys, nobody is perfect, but I was a bit taken aback by how Courtney was acting. But we are talking about STORMI, and STORMI is as two-faced as they get. Okay, so maybe he sees some changes up in her, honey, he don't want to deal with. But you can't be shutting down Courtney. Okay, if I'm being fair and objective, you can't shut down with your wife. We already have enough couples on this show doing that bullshiggity. You already got Big Lou and Tiffany, they big ass, they golden corral ass marriage, don't like no feedback. They don't like to really communicate and deal with issues head on and, in each other's faces, honey. Like, we don't need no more dismissive couples on this show, sweeping stuff under the rug, acting like stuff is perfect. We don't need that, Big Courtney. So, honey, get it together, okay? STORMI get to talking about how good Canvas Beauty is doing. I'm like, shit, have you been working on them back orders? Shit, you damn sure don't be wanting to bring that up. Okay, and what is this stuff I'm hearing about you being sued? I done already did a video on that, so y'all will, get that on another day. But yeah, I just feel like STORMI is the type of person where she wants things to look a certain way when really it's not that way. She don't really want to share the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. She only wants you to see certain aspects of her life, and she wants you to see her as this perfect person. The business is doing good, and me and my husband, we're together and more in love. And I was like, honey, that's not what it's given. It's not from what where I'm looking at it from, honey. Okay. And their little baby is so cute. Didn't Stormy say she didn't want no more kids? Yeah, she even has said that. So maybe Courtney, he figured, they wouldn't have to worry about this anymore. But she even mentioned getting a surrogate. Courtney didn't want to hear that. He didn't want nobody else, being with his child. I was like, well, damn, Courtney. Courtney is done, honey. I don't know if it's probably Stormy's like character or behavior that is influencing Courtney to feel that way. Because y'all have the money. You have the means to have another child. So, I don't know, honey. Maybe he's seeing some stuff we ain't seeing. I know Miss Robinson, though, has seen enough, honey, when it comes to Stormy and her mammy. I already know what I'm looking at, honey. Okay? Now, next, honey, real quick, Courtney had me cracking up. He said, you may want to go change your, flip over your pork chop. That was funny. We see Melody and the kiddos, honey. It looked like they were eating some type of snack and asking Mel for a new cell phone, honey. And Melody like, child, I ain't trying to get y'all kids no cell phone, okay? So Mel, honey, get to calling all the people that KIMMI want, to come to her little get together. And honey, the only person that was cooperative was Miss Tiffany, honey. Okay, Mel was like, girl, we're having a get together for KIMMI. And, Tiffany was like, yeah, I'll be there. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. She was all friendly and nice. But honey, the same thing didn't happen, honey, when it got to Stormy and Tisha, honey. Stormy tried to act like she didn't know who Melody was. I would have hung up on her ass. I don't repeat myself all them times. Like, even when I worked in customer service, if I got to repeat that many times, I'll just try back at another time. But Melody is a good one. Okay, give her a little bonus, Carlos, because it wouldn't have been Miss Robinson. Okay, like, Stormy girl, you know damn well you heard what she said. Is this your real number? Like, what happened to your number? And what? Stormy asking all these questions, honey. So Mel calls Tisha to invite her to the Top golf place. They have a bar there. They're going to have food. KIMMI won't have to do much. So, she calls Tisha. There's this big ass pause on the phone. She's like, how are you doing, Tisha? And when I tell you, it was like a 2-minute wait on Tisha's end. And she was like, good. I was like, ooh, child. Tisha takes to her confessional. I love KIMMI. That's my sister-in-law, and I will always support her. But the fact that Mel, is calling my phone, honey, it's an unpleasant surprise, honey. Like, I can't believe I got a call from Melody, like... But, I go ahead and go because KIMMI, my sister-in-law, and, she is celebrating being done with her chemo treatment. So, me and my dog, we gonna be good sports, I did not like Tisha's hair in that confessional. The orange I thought looked pretty on her skin. I did not like that hair color, and I did not like that makeup. Okay, take that shit off your face and stop playing, Tisha. Okay. Melody calls Martell's thirsty ass. He is such a narcissist, and he reminds me so much of my child's father. Like, they are just so desperate, like, to get any type of supply from you, any type of phone call. Child, if Martell was swimming, he about damn drowned in the damn pool when Melody called his ass. Who is this? What? This male? He all excited. And Melody was like, child, I ain't got time for this. Now she calling this fool, about KIMMI, celebrating the end of her chemo treatment. Of course, this fool makes it about him and her and some prayer. And did she say the prayer yet? And Melody like, this supposed to be about KIMMI, nigga. This ain't about us. Like, child. Ooh, he's just so desperate and so thirsty, honey. Only on the first floor, okay? So next, honey, we got Miss Betty and we got Miss Stormy. Miss Betty is at Stormy's house. She's been keeping little chess while Stormy has been working full time for Canvas Beauty. Child, Miss Betty couldn't stay up in my guest house, honey. She would be outside, honey, in the dog house. Okay, I just really do not like her mother. I hope Miss Van comes on here and checks this bitch, okay, in the most Christian way possible. Because, honey, I just don't like Miss Betty, you guys, okay? I see Respucia, okay? Shout out to Color Me Pink, honey, okay? Hell no, I'm a Christian. And you ain't gonna sit up here and blame God for the way you look. That's you pushing that plate away, okay? That's what I see on my screen. Miss Betty, honey, she say she been watching the soap operas. I'm like, shit, you are part of the damn soap opera that's going on online, okay? But anyways, they get to talking about Courtney and how he don't want no more kids. He don't even want to get a surrogate. Miss Betty says she understood that because she felt like what Courtney went through with Stormy was probably pretty traumatic for him. And, he's a man and you know how men are. They don't like to share their feelings. I say all of that is a big ass excuse. Men need to learn to share their feelings, and all men are not like that. You have to require that of them. Okay, so I'm not into these one-sided relationships and marriages where I'm the only one being vulnerable. I'm the only one putting myself out there. No, you have to make that a requirement for your man to do. He's not going to do it the way you do it, but nevertheless, honey, he should be doing it. They finally get to talking about the stuff on social media with, Miss Betty being online, posing a question. Do you think Melody likes Stormy for real? I guess Miss Betty heard that Melody was talking a lot of bullshiggity behind Stormy's back. She allegedly didn't want her on the show. Now, I got a video coming up for you all where Melody did an interview with Carlos King, and it was Melody that actually recommended Stormy to be on the damn show. And I don't know why y'all keep coming in through Melody and backstabbing her. Make it make sense, okay? What type of bullshiggity is that? And Miss Betty, you've been hating on Melody before you even got on this show, before your daughter got on this show. I seen the social media post, so you was an obsessed fan. We see what Melody put on social media about somebody allegedly taping her in her house. I think the person that she's talking about allegedly was Destiny. I believe it was Destiny because that looked like a Destiny move, okay? And we see her hating ass ain't on the show no more. At least not in this episode. I think we may see some of her antics, honey, at Martell's event. Okay, but yeah, it was Destiny that was probably telling Stormy, yeah, Mel said this about you. She said you sound ghetto and all this, that, and the third. Miss Betty gets to saying she never liked Melody from day one. She never liked her energy. And it's like, you're not really saying anything like specific, okay? And when a person can't really be that damn specific, it's because they can't be specific about the specifics, okay? They just a hater, okay? Stormy gets to saying that her mother is very protective over her because she's an only child. The mother used to be an avid reader, and she wants her mother to go back to reading books and get up off of social media because it's making Stormy look bad, and it's making it look like Stormy is the one saying that stuff. But Stormy, girl, maybe your mother is saying, honey, what you don't have the courage to say. Okay, that's what's going on. I think Stormy one of them people, she don't really want you to see her hands, but your hands ain't clean either, okay? Stormy gets to saying that Melody has not been consistent in their relationship. She didn't even talk to her at the reunion. Stormy says she was perturbed that Melody invited her to KIMMI's event. But at the reunion, when Stormy tried to talk to her, I guess Melody said, oh, girl, we'll talk. We'll catch up soon. And they never did. She said that, she was a bit frustrated because now all of a sudden Mel is talking to her, but it's kind of like only inviting her to KIMMI's event. But Stormy, I'm confused about you because you got your mother out here talking shit online. That's not going to help Melody to be your friend. Like, if my alleged friend's mother is coming after me, I'm going to be looking at my friend in a totally different way. And you was out here backing that ass up with Destiny and the Scots, all these people Melody don't fool with. I don't know. And I know a lot of people would be like, well, Stormy grown and she should be able to hang with those people. Well, then hang with those people then. Why do why do you want a relationship with Melody? Have you been reaching out to her? I guess she said she did, but Melody's phone number had changed. She probably had to change it because of that damn narcissist, Martell. This is what I think. I think that Melody saw how Stormy was moving online and didn't trust her. And I told y'all that would look suspicious to anybody, right? Somebody you neutral with, right? But they hanging out with your ops. Okay, that's gonna make you look at them differently. They ain't gonna make you rush and pick up no damn phone. Then your mother out here talking shit. Okay, that's adding more fuel, to the fire. So, girl, and then Stormy, you wishy-washy and you fake, and in my opinion, you don't really own your shit, okay? Because it looked like you wanted to say quite a few things more about Mel, but girl, really, you done already said it. You don't like Mel like that, and that's fine. Just come out with it. Like I said, you guys, I think her mother is saying what she wants to say, but she too much of a coward. She want to try to play both sides of the fence. Oh, I'm going to put this on Mel, and, because that's what Miss Betty is trying to say. Mel did Stormy the way she allegedly did Destiny. And we all know how Destiny was moving with Mel, running back, telling Mel's business to Martell, knowing she was married to that narcissist, knowing he does all he can do to ruin her life. You can't do stuff like that and think somebody gonna be cool with you. What is wrong with y'all? I forgot to mention to you guys, I really love the new intro. Everybody is in their purple looking good, honey. Okay, so shout out to the cast. Everybody looks nice. We are finally at KIMMI's Top Golf event to celebrate the ending of her chemo treatment. We see Melody there. We see KIMMI's family, they start coming up in there. Maurice was hesitant, to let Melody throw the party. But since Mel had told Maurice KIMMI wouldn't have to do much, Maurice acquiesced and allowed KIMMI to have the party. Oh, Maurice, you gonna be a pain in the neck this season, it looked like, honey. We see Big Lou and Tiffany, they come in. Look, with they Golden Corral leftovers, honey, okay? Hook-headed in the building. It was so funny when Marceau and Tisha came in, Melody looked at them and looked down, honey, I was cracking up. We see Stormy. She comes in. Was Courtney there? I don't know if I remember seeing him. But Stormy is in her feelings because she's just like, I ain't talked to none of these people ever since the reunion, which isn't true. Your ass been hanging out with the Scotts, so that's a lie, girl. I guess she was talking about Melody, honey. Okay, but just put it out there, honey, okay? We see Martell. He asks Melody how the kids is doing. She said they doing good. He gets to cornering her about this damn prayer. Melody was in her confessional. I love that dress she had on. She was like, I ain't paying this ninja like no mind, honey. Okay, I'm not praying for us to get back together. And I'm glad she said that because that's the prayer that Martell wants her to pray about. He don't want to be good co-parents. He's always trying to use those children, honey, okay, to get Melody's heart, but it ain't gonna work, nigga. Okay, find something to do, okay? KIMMI thanks everybody for coming out, and, you know, this get-together was a celebration of her finishing up her chemo. She still has to have surgery and radiation, but as of now, the doctors have found no cancer in her body, so I'm very happy for KIMMI. So Melody tries to get Tiffany and Stormy to get some food with her, but Stormy ends up telling Melody she wants to talk to her on the side. So Stormy gets right to the point with Mel and says, what's going on with me and you? I haven't heard from you. We didn't really talk at the reunion. You changed your number. You didn't even tell me. Now, I will say this, Melody. If you are going to change your number, I do feel like you need to reach out to people and say, well, girl, I'm changing my number. This my new number, and I want you to have it. Now, if you are going to do that, you do need to be transparent about that. But, like I said, I don't think that Melody trusts Stormy, right? And how she's, like, moving, her or her mother. Melody get to telling Stormy, well, it's not that I just haven't talked to you. I haven't really talked to anybody. Now, everybody should know at this point, because I even heard KIMMI say on a new interview, everybody should know. Once they wrap the show, Melody does her own thing. She don't really talk to nobody like that. It's nothing personal. She just needs her time. She running all these businesses. She got 4 kids. You know, and I understand that. I'm like that too, you know. But like I said, if you really intend on being somebody's real friend, you do need to let them know my numbers change or this, that, and the third, right? But I don't think Stormy got that from Melody, because Mel don't trust how she's moving out in these streets and the stuff she's saying and doing on social media. And you could add her mother, you know, to the list too. Like, she's saying and doing some stuff that's very disrespectful and inappropriate. Y'all weigh in on that in the comment section on, you know, how you feel Melody, you know, should handle stuff like that. So Stormy gets to saying that her and Melody is big on texting each other. She didn't get a reply. Now, you're saying y'all are big on texting, but when Melody said you could DM her, that's the issue, Stormy? Like, what is the problem? If you're big on texting, then why you can't DM her? Well, I'm not going to DM a friend then. I don't know why she want me to DM her. I don't have to do that with my friend. Well, y'all are not friends, obviously. So let it go. Like, Stormy is full of it, you guys. So the episode goes off with Stormy saying to Melody, girl, I feel like we disconnected as hell. Okay, so that was it, honey. Okay, that was a cute, you know, first episode, honey. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video, what you thought about the first episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.